And secondly, I hear people talking about Nigeria is a sovereign state. You mean Nigeria is a sovereign state? The government is telling you that the terrorists we are seeing are foreigners. Governments, the military, the police, everybody, you know, they are telling us that these terrorists in Nigeria are foreigners. You mean foreigners invaded our land? The foreigners are killing us. The foreigners send our people to IDP. The foreigners occupy the land. The foreigners rename the place. And like, if I look at people sometimes, I don't know how black men think. Your government is telling you that foreigners are the one killing you. What have they done? Nothing. Foreigners come into your land. Foreigners take over your land. Foreigners are killing you. Foreigners send you, a citizen, to IDP. Foreigners take over your land, rename your land. You must be mad to be thinking that they are not the one who are sponsoring the foreigners. So when I look at the pseudo intellectuals in Nigeria talking rubbish, they don't even know. See, address the issue. There is an issue on the ground. There is an issue that I want people to address. Who imported these bandits into Nigeria? Simple question. It is your Tinubu coalition that imported them into Nigeria. They came to the national television and they confessed. These people are not hiding it. Like, they don't hide it. You understand? They don't hide it that, oh, we imported this into Nigeria. No, they don't hide it. They are not hiding it. They have said it countless times. So for someone to come out to be talking another thing, you know, without saying what you are supposed to say, is so unfortunate. Please kindly introduce yourself to the viewers so that they know who is talking, and let's get into it because I have a lot of questions to ask you, sir.
Okay, I do not know if my network will have me, give me the free flow to speak on, on this issue, this very, very vital issue. But I pray that it will.
We can hear you. We can hear you, so you can start.
With my network providers here. Thank you so much for having me, and good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to your listeners right across the world, and my colleague guest that is in the studio. I am a Wimbun, and my mother is from the southeastern part of Nigeria, the Ngwa tribe of Igbo-speaking part of Nigeria. And I served in the Nigerian Army for 18 years and left 2004. I don't know if that is enough.
I think it's enough. What we want to hear is that you serve in Nigerian military for 18 years because you have a lot of questions to answer. Someone who have served Nigeria for 18 years in the military. So the issue, sir, you have been hearing about the military threats to invade Nigeria by the United States of America, and we have been seeing a lot of people not addressing the issue, talking opposite of it. First of all, sir, what do you think about what President Trump said?
If I were a president, I wouldn't have allowed it to get this worse, that a foreign entity will not come to tell me what to do or to intervene. The reason why America is saying what they are saying today is the request from the victims, the affected Christian-dominated victims of the attacks from these Islamic fundamentalists. They went to United States and complained. After complaining to their state or nation, government to protect them, and they refused to protect them. They rather told them to go and live in peace with them. How can you live in peace with your enemy? The enemy that you don't have the same ideology. There is a clash between the Christian and the Islam. Islam wants to overrun the Christians in that particular area. Remember, Trump has a target. It is the killing of the Christians in this particular area, the Middle Belt. That is where Trump has his concern, not the other place. The other place can come later on. You understand? So the reason why this thing is happening today is because of the inability of the nation, the Nigerian government, to curtail the excesses of these foreign jihadists that want to come into Nigeria, make Nigeria their own. In the process, they would displace the indigenous people and take over the land, as it is evidently proven in some of the videos that you have seen. Look at them. Look at them. And these are some of the things that people will come out and tell me that it is not just Christians that are being killed. We're being killed as well. Why are they not speaking up for themselves? Why haven't they gone to America and pleaded with America? If the Muslims are also included in the killings, yes, as alleged, if America intervenes to solve the problem that the Nigerian government has refused to solve over time, won't the Muslims also benefit from it? That is my question to them. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Wimbo, we are getting there. Now, you have been you serve 18 years. You know, 18 years is not 18 months. 18 years is not 2 years. You served 18 years, you know, with Nigerian army. And what are your experiences, if I may say, during the course of serving Nigerian army? I believe you fought terrorists, because all these things has been like this right from time. What are your experiences? Do you think that they are complicity when you were fighting all these terrorists in Nigeria?
Mazi Okocha, with all due respect, what the Nigerian people are experiencing right now is not what we experienced during our own time. Let me tell you this. Despite that Gowon, ex-president Gowon, was the one that introduced Nigeria into the Organization of Islamic Congress in 1970 something. That was in the 70s, in a position they call observatory role. It was Gowon that sent Nigeria to that OIC. And I think in 1985, it was IBB that, as a permanent member of the Organization of Islamic Congress. You see, and you know that once you become a member of a particular group, you attend to observe all the tenets. But do you know the reason why the Nigerian army that was, you know, ruling the country at that time did not do it? Because they recognize, you see, we recognize the secularity of Nigerian system. We believe that there are Christians and there are Muslims. This problem weren't there. They were there even before I joined the army. They were there before I joined the army. There were religious attacks and religious, you know, that were going on. Christians, Islam, and so on and so forth. So it was there, but it couldn't come out or pronounce the way it is pronounced now. In 1999, that is the reason why I will continue to blame Obasanjo, because it was Obasanjo, the president Obasanjo, that allowed these people to introduce Sharia from Zamfara state by one Mr. What is his name? Ahmed Yerima. That was the foundation, that was the beginning. January 2000, that was the beginning of what you are seeing today. It is a spiral effect of the establishment of Sharia that is now coming down, trickling down to what you are seeing today. Then you see them now coming to observe and uphold the tenets of it. Today, you cannot open a bar, drinking alcoholic beverage in Kanu. It will be destroyed. That is the tenet of the Sharia law. So you can do that. But you are a secular state on paper. But on practical experience, the army wasn't as bastardized during our time as it is right now as I'm talking to you. You have a government that has willfully introduced those that are fighting you, those that have different ideologies. You have reconciled them, called them repentant, brought them into the... Did you remember a few weeks ago, some soldiers were campaigning not to work with the repentant Boko Haram? Why will you work with people that will give out information when you are going to attack their colleagues? Do you think that it will work? How will you give and prepare a person that has been fighting you for quite some time weapons to go and guide the people that they have been fighting against? Does that make sense? It is the inability. Nigeria has a way of creating a problem, and in trying to solve the problem, they make more mistakes. And that is what we are seeing today. Thank you.
All right, sir. All right, there is another thing I want you to touch light. Your colleagues in the army, sir, they came, especially this chief of army officer that left now. They said even though they deployed the whole military in Nigeria to Plateau or to Benue, that they can't solve the problem in Nigeria because they are underlying issue. You as a military man, sir, when the chief of army staff said that the army in Nigeria, the soldiers in Nigeria can't solve these killings, that they are underlying issue, I want you to touch light there because most people who have reached out to me, who are saying they're in support of this invasion because the military, the police, the DSS have said they don't have the capacity to tackle these insurgents. And the government is telling us that these terrorists are foreigners. So this is the bone of contention where so many citizens are now in alliance with what the US are saying. How can you, talk to us about this? Because it's confusing.
Sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
That is shameful to,
the network has started disturbing us.
I think he's a lieutenant general. It's very, very shameful. It's better. Okay, can you hear me now? How is it now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
How is it now?
Fine.
Okay. Is it not the same military? I say it is shameful to, to hear such thing coming up from a chief of army staff, COAS, and a well-decorated military general. Did Nigeria not perform well in the 80s when we were participating in the United Nations peacekeeping force in the United Nations? The best, as at that time, go and check the history. Go and check the history. In the Congo, in the 60s, they participated and they behaved well. In Liberia, which I took a call that just dropped in right now. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. You say you participated in Nigerian military operation in Liberia. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Are you there?
Okay. Now,
the call is still coming in. I needed to hear something about your participation about this military operation in Ekomog. Since you are part of the soldiers who went there for operations, I want to hear one or two things there so that we finalize with you on this. Are you with us, sir?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Thank you. Where did I start?
Okay, about your military operations when you were in Nigerian army that you went to Liberia.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we performed well in Liberia. The peace that the Liberian people are enjoying today was as a result of the leadership of the Nigerian military, after the leadership was taken away from a Ghanaian major general that under his watch, late President Joe was killed. Immediately Nigeria took over. We performed so well. Yes, there were so many disturbances and some, ugly things that happened there. But overall, we performed well. We performed well in Liberia. In Syria alone, the same thing. What about United Nations Peace Protecting Force in Yugoslavia, which Nigeria took part in? Were we not the best? Let me say 95, 96%, 90% of reason itself for our outright performance in Yugoslavia. Today, you have peace in Yugoslavia, Mr. Marcel. You have 7 countries now that are living in peace. I do not know if there are inherent problems within them. You see, they left. The same Nigerian government. Why is it so difficult for the Nigerian army to take care of the problem that is right behind their house? What is the problem? Are we talking of funding? Are we talking of vested interest in the attacks? Are there other interests vested in that is going on in these areas? Is that what we are looking at? If the chief of army staff will come and tell us that it is, can you hear me?
Yeah, you are in the best position to tell us the reason because you served them for 18 years.
Yeah, you see, so if the chief of army staff will come now and begin to tell us that they are unable to take care of these ragtag elements, I beg to differ with him. If he comes out and tell me that it is as a result of funding that they are unable to accomplish the task and take these people out of that space, then I will understand. And remember what Abacha said, if any insurgency lasts for more than 1 week, the government of the day is involved. And that is exactly what Tiwa Danjuma told us. If the government is not involved, if there are no vested interests from the higher authorities, must call them out. Okay? So these things will not be happening. Interventions trying to make... If you listen to one of my senior colleagues retired, Kunle Olawumi, he said the same thing. And the reason why we are saying this is because there are some people in Nigeria that still believe that there is a better Nigeria ahead. As long as you have these teething issues within, you will never have a better Nigeria. Rather, they will give you the peace of the grave. That is how it is. And that is what I will tell you here. Thank you.